Hi, everybody. This is Gail. Welcome to my channel tonight, where we have been joined by Diamond Music here.
Hello.
We're glad to have you. I don't know that anybody's in here yet. I'm still opening things up just to make sure, but there's no comments left. I was a few minutes late getting the link posted. So, okay. Well, we do have one in. We have Peter Parker, aka Spider Man the Hero. He's in, and he's saying Merry Christmas. I'm not ready for Christmas yet. Not a chance. That's kind of a running thing. Every time he says Christmas, I start to break out into hives because the stress. That's just the way it is. So, Peter, I hope you're doing well today. No. So, Sam, I'm glad that you're in here.
I'm
I don't
glad as
think
well. Thank you for having me.
it's been like a while. I'm
It
trying to think since
has.
we've connected and stuff. So, yeah. Wow. So I know things have been busy, lots of things going on
Yep.
because it's life and life happens and there's always tons of things going on with life.
Right.
So let's see. Okay, Stellar Piper may be late. She says, let me get her message here. She says hello. It looks like she's going to be late. She got caught at work.
Um,
That happens. The fun of working is that sometimes you don't get days and times off. That's the trade off.
right.
And that's just the way it is.
Kind of like with school.
Yeah. Well, right now your job is going to school. So that's the way it is.
Yeah.
And it's not anything you can do about it but keep on going. And then there's college, or at least I hope there's college. I hope you're
Yeah.
planning
There's
that.
college. I
Good.
am.
Good. So what kind of major are you thinking about?
Culinary arts, somewhere in that field.
Woo. Woo. Yeah. That's a big thing right now. Okay. And Peter Parker says he's doing okay. He says it's hot here. Negative below feels like 40 below. Yeah, right. That's not hot. That is
It's freezing
cold.
in my books.
Yes. Yes, it is. So that's crazy. So let me go in here. I want to make sure that link posted in the Facebook group because I don't see anybody in here. And it looks weird online too than it does on my phone. I think I'm going to double check my phone. I hope it'll warm up for you, Peter.
I hope that as well, Peter. Drink some hot chocolate if you can.
Yeah. I'm not even sure it's that cold in Alaska right now, actually, in like the parts I usually go to.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to check that though now that I've said that. Let's see. It's weather. Anchorage, Alaska. Yep, in Anchorage it's 14 degrees.
Ah.
So that's warmer than what Peter's got. Let's see, Homer. Ah, in Homer, Alaska, it's 28 degrees. So so that's definitely Peter, you should move to Alaska and warm up.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like it's got to be warmer there. People laugh, but I went to Alaska last February and did not take the cold weather gear with me. Well, I took it with me. I'm sorry. I did not take it out of the suitcase once I got it there with me because it was warm. It was in like upper 30s when I was there. Now, the previous week, the high had been 10 degrees. So if we'd been there a week ahead, then I would have needed all this stuff that I took. So we laugh about that. Okay, no, for some reason that didn't get posted. So I'll post that. Because it's like never this quiet here.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I mean, on this stream, it's like never this quiet.
Yeah.
That tells me something didn't get posted. I bet. Oh, I bet I know what I did. I bet I hit the button to put it on my profile and not in the group. I bet you that's what I did. No?
Probably.
I don't know. I'll go back in and fix it. I don't know why it didn't.
I just sent the
Okay.
stream to a couple of my friends, so they'll probably come and join in.
All right. And it is posted, so I mean just now, so that should, but everybody knows. Or not everybody, but a lot of people know. Let's see. I have an announcement at the top of the page. I'm going to remove that too. That might help. Oh. Okay. There we go. Whoops. Oh, now we have folks in. Okay. Candy, the wee service dog, is here. So, hi, Candy. And Peter said YouTube's messing up. So, good. That could be. Candy said she got the notice. So, yay.
Yay!
I love that notices went out because, like, you never know.
Right.
Stellar got it. She's just late. So, Stellar Piper's here, who, by the way, is my daughter, my older daughter.
Ah.
My younger one has the same name as you.
Oh.
And the Faceless Army is in. So,
Hi,
Faceless Army.
That's one of my friends.
Awesome. Stellar says hi, and Peter's going to be right back. Okay. And Faceless Army is saying hello to Sam. So, yeah. So, Stellar has been, she's the one that's, I said, was busy at work and is late. And Candy, the wee service dog, is Laurel, but her service dog's name is Candy.
Aww.
So yeah. And Candy's saying hello. So, yay. So, awesome. Let's see here. Okay. So, I'm going to give everybody a quick update on the service dog fundraising, if you guys want me to. I think I'd said I would um, on the first Saturday of the month. So, just to catch you up, Diamond Music, is my service dog passed away in March. So a few months ago, I was approved for a replacement service dog. So now I'm trying to raise the money to get there because it's a lot of money.
I can
So
imagine.
yeah, it's like 5,000 for the dog itself, but then I have to go to Kansas and I have to be out there for basically like a boot camp um, for 1 to 2 weeks. That's where they actually teach me how to work with this particular dog. The dog has all of its training, but I have to learn how to work with that. So there's a lot of extra things that are involved besides just the dog, which is there's no just a dog. I mean, that's huge. So I think I'm going to pull up my Instagram and show that to y'all because I am keeping it updated on Instagram, and it's Instagram.com/service dog fundraiser. And then, I tell you what, let me just share it so everybody can follow. No, just the screen. Okay, so service dog fundraiser, and you can tell I have no followers, but that's okay. Then we have the jewelry's for sale, and then if you go to this picture of me and Tomlin, this tells everybody where we are in the fundraising, and it gives the whole breakdown for how much I need to raise and why. And so you just scroll on down, and I keep it updated. So, like in December 15, we had $400 raised. So, yay. But with Christmas and people helping me out there, we're at 1075 now on the dog. So, we're like 20% of the way there on the cost of the dog, which is freaking amazing. And then I have another $75 that I have to put with that. So that brings it to, hold on. And I want to give a shout out to Tanya Lambert. She helped me out today too with a few dollars, 10. So I really want to say thanks for that. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take this off here. Okay. So 1150 is the total. That's where we are. So I think that's pretty cool. You know, it's we're well on our way to the cost of the dog. So thank you all for your help on that. And so I'm going to get back to the chat room there and see what I missed. Oh, Peter says 322 days until Christmas. Gotcha. Okay, Stella, you got your pup date. Candy's busy repacking to move back into her apartment. It's so exhausting. Yeah.
You can do it, Candy.
I agree. Because what happened was, oh, thank you, Candy. Awesome. We need to increase that total I just gave you by 5. Okay. Thank you very much, Candy. I appreciate that. That's huge. So, but what's happened with Candy is they've been doing some upgrades. So she had to move out of her apartment into another one. And now she's moved from that one back into her apartment. So you had to move for like 2 weeks, maybe, not even, I don't think. Anyway, a very short period of time. But it's terrible to have to move everything. It's just a PETA. It's just a pain.
Yes.
What kind of dog am I looking for? Well, it's through CARES Service Dogs Incorporated out of Kansas. So I put down that 3 that I would be willing to accept. First one, top of the list, is Golden Retriever. And then I told them Lab. But they have started working with Bernese mountain dogs. So I went back and I'm like, if you've got a Bernese available, let's go ahead and put the Bernese a little higher up on the list. And so now my preference is Golden Retriever, Bernese Mountain Dog, and then Lab. Because I want a dog that's got a happy-hearted personality, because he's going to be going so many places with me. And that was one thing that was really nice about Tomlin is, like, you didn't have to, like, be standing next to him. Like, if you saw him, you just knew he was happy because he just had this happy persona, if that makes sense. And so I want another dog like that, but I don't necessarily want another husky because they're so hard to train.
Right.
Yeah. Wonderful dogs. Everybody here will know I've sung eloquently about the dog, but huskies have this inherent really high prey drive. And you can train and you can beg and you can plead, but at the end of the day, that prey drive is still going to be there. So a lot of huskies wash out. And Tomlin was a mix with Golden Retriever and Newfoundland, a couple of other breeds there. But 75% husky, according to the DNA test. So he had that
Right.
really strong prey drive. But with the other types of dogs, the Golden Retriever, it made him more likely to mind than a regular husky. So he did okay, but there were still moments. So, yeah. So that's the kind I'm looking for. For mobility work, I need a larger dog. So, but I am a little bummed because one of the things that I wanted to get a dog to do is I'm allergic to onions. So I wanted to be able to get a dog that would sniff out onions.
Right.
And this agency doesn't train for that. So, like, after I get the dog from them, then if I want it to be trained for onion detection, I'm going to have to go somewhere else to get it
Right.
trained. So that's sad, but dog is going to open my life up again. So I'm not going to complain about that. I'll find something else to complain about, I'm sure. So, okay, Candy's repacking to move back, and Stellar says it's exhausting. And then she asks what kind of dog I am. Okay, here I am. Instagram handle at Service Dog Fundraiser. Yep. Stellar says, Candy, she's thinking about a Golden Retriever or a Bernese Mountain Dog. Yeah. Yes, however, this is the second time in 3 weeks. Wow. Wow. Yeah, that would get very old in a hurry. Because, I don't know, I still haven't found everything I lost from the last move. Like, I know it's there somewhere, but I have no idea where. And I hope you don't have that experience.
I hope so either. I don't want that to happen.
I hope you can find everything. So, yeah. I agree. And yes, just a second, Stellar. Yes. Thank you. Oh my God. Thank you so much. Yes. Peter says, what are we going to talk about tonight? We're just talking about whatever's on your minds. Usually we don't have any problems with conversation flow. So just whatever. Thank you, Candy. Candy says, I just want you to get the dog you need. Thank you.
Aw.
I do too. I really appreciate that because, it's really hard because you've got to pick a dog that's got a good personality. Then the dog has to be able to be trainable. And a lot of dogs are not eligible to be service dogs because at certain ages they have to pass certain tests, and some dogs just can't pass the tests.
Right.
So people like somebody told me the other day, she was like, well, just go into a shelter and pick out a dog. What's the big deal? You go to the shelter, you get the dog, and you train it. And I'm like, you can't do it that way because there's so many things that come into play. Plus, it's very easy to completely ruin a service dog. And if the service dog hasn't had proper training before it gets to the shelter, let's say you're getting like a 1 year old or a 6 months old, if the dog hasn't had the right training, then the dog's not going to make it as a service dog because it's already been ruined.
Right.
So, yeah. And so one of the things on that is like with one of the ways it's really easy to ruin a service dog is if you've got one that has to have mobility training and somebody comes up and they tell the dog to sit and they give that light pressure on its rear end and it learns to sit when you give it that light pressure. That's really a very common way that people train a lot of dogs. But what you've just told a service dog to do is that whenever there's pressure on the back, the service dog's supposed to sit down. So the problem is if you've got mobility issue and you have to brace on that service dog and you lean up against his rump, trying to steady or whatever, the dog's going to try to sit. And if you're in the process of falling and you're bracing against him so you don't fall, and then all of a sudden the dog sits, then you've got a person falling on top of the dog. So, yeah. And let's see, Candy Louise Service Dog says, I like Chihuahuas and Min Pins. They are mature at about 9 months. I also have a fear of large dogs. Ah.
Me too, Candy. Yes. Me too.
Thank you. I'm sorry. And see, what I need is a big dog. So if you're afraid of big dogs, then whenever we meet, if I have a service dog at that time, we'll figure it out. And Tanya Lambert's in. So hi, Tanya.
Hello.
Tanya, I just sang your praises just a minute ago, and I appreciate you. And the total that we're at now with a service dog is $1,150, except we just got a super chat for $5, so it's $1,155.
Yay!
Thank you all. And Stellar says, hi, Tanya. And Candy says, Great Pyrenees are great service dogs for mobility. However, they are known for shedding. Oh my gosh. Yes, they are. But they're not going to shed any worse than a husky. That's just not possible. I've got a video up here somewhere of where I'm trying to brush Tomlin, and he's just half husky. And we had enough to pile up hair next to him and make another little husky out of him. I mean, it's great. And that was just one brushing. I mean,
really?
You've got to do it. Yes, you've got to do it daily. It's crazy.
Wow.
They go through blowouts, they call them, twice a year, where in the spring they get rid of the winter fur. Huskies have 2 coats. So to shed that bottom layer, they have to have a different weight and texture in the summer than they do in the winter. So to shed that bottom layer, that's called a blowout. And that happens once in the spring to get ready for summer, and then once in the fall to get ready for winter. And the amount of fur is mind-boggling. It's unbelievable. And Stellar says, Candy, Hub's family had a Min Pin. His mom called the pup my husband's replacement. Peter says, watch out for malware and viruses. Watch what you click on. Absolutely. Okay, well, you take care too, Peter. Thanks for coming in. And Candy says, I agree. He says, take care. Stellar says, take care, Peter. Tanya says, I'm greatly Archer knows when to brace for me when I am in trouble of falling. Good. Because I'll send you another message. And she's getting it, okay. And then Tanya says, a service dog has to be smart as well. Archer has learned some things just by watching, such as alerts for asthma. He wasn't trained to do that.
Wow.
Tomlin wasn't trained to do that either. And he would. I really think it's because, like, whenever I would start wheezing, my lungs would make that whistling noise. So, like, I would wake up so many times in the middle of the night, and his nose would be, like, right there. I think that's why. Okay, good. You're not afraid of other handlers' large dogs. I just can't have a large dog to live within. Gotcha.
Mm.
That makes sense. And you know, there's large dog people and small dog people.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, like I could tell at the vet's office. I saw a vet other than the one that I really liked to see a couple of times with him, and they had one, and she was just a little timid of Tomlin. And I thought to myself at the time, I'm like, oh, we have a small dog vet fixing to take care of a big dog. And it was all fine and everything, and she was wonderful. But in talking to her, I found out that she had toy poodles, which are the real small ones, some real small
Ah,
poodles.
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
So so yeah, so here I am with my 90 plus pound dog. So a little different, but she did fabulous. And see, oh, Tanya said that's it exactly. He can hear it. I think so. Oh, she says hers alerts to friends' diabetes, which he isn't trained to do. That's interesting. Well, I'm glad that he's able to alert for your friend. I didn't know that they could do that. That's pretty wow. Way to go, Archer. Oh, a Great Pyrenees poodle. This reduces the shedding. Candy says she has a friend who has that. That's cool. I'm not familiar with that breed mixture at all. That must be really neat. Because those are two smart dogs. So if you've got that combination, then surely to goodness you have a really smart dog. So, let's see. So is everybody getting ready for this little football game this weekend?
Oh no.
No.
My mom's gonna be yelling.
Ah, yelling good?
Good, yeah. Like for the
Okay.
football.
Okay. I wasn't really sure there.
It's fine. I should have clarified more.
That's okay. So, yeah, it's weird this year because we can't have all the parties and stuff.
Yeah.
So, which doesn't really matter too much to me because I don't do the party thing much. I'm not a big football person. Yeah, I may be the only one in the South who's not. Okay, I'm getting messaged by somebody who's having trouble getting in. So let me see if I can figure this
Uh-oh.
out for her.
Ah, I'm moving my tabs when I shouldn't be.
It's easy to do. Okay, I think. Hold on, Gloria. I think I'm getting you here. Whoops. That was on my end, Gloria, obviously. I've got a friend who hasn't been, like, she doesn't do online at all. And so she's trying to do this, and I'm trying to help her. So it's going to be just a second, I think. Um, hopefully you got that message. Okay, going back here. We'll give her a minute to get that. Tony says, I think he sees her as his second human pack member. Oh, that could be. Oh no, don't say it's snowing.
Our snow's just clearing up.
That's a shame. We don't want snow. Although it's supposed to snow this weekend here too, and I'm like so tired of snow.
Yeah.
Um, Candy says, I went on public access training with 10 large dogs, and Candy held her own. Candy's a
Aw.
chihuahua. I bet Candy was not letting those big dogs boss her around. Tanya says, I don't watch football. I can't follow the action of sports well due to bad eyes. Gotcha. Okay. Stellar says that we're not football people, but we like snacks and clever commercials. There you go. There you go. That makes sense. That's about my speed. And so she says, Candy says, I used to love football, but not so much anymore. And Tanya is saying she was the boss, I bet. Candy. Tanya says hi to Gloria. So, Gloria, if you can figure out how to get in here, hello, they're saying to you already. Candy says, yes, she was. Okay.
Aw.
And Candy says, hi, Gloria.
Up.
And Tanya says, 28 degrees and dropping. Wow, wow, wow. And she's in. So, hello, Gloria.
Hello.
So, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, anyway, Gloria's been a friend of mine sort of online for like years. Like, I had a radio show online, and so we met there doing the radio show. And so she would come in, and once in a while she'd phone in, but for a long time she's been this phantom. So we're glad you're here. And let's see. Tanya is saying, Candy did her task for my anxiety. She then tasked for my friend who has anxiety. This was while we were in a theater. Oh, neat.
Wow.
Neat. That's pretty cool. Gloria says, I hate typing online. I gotcha. It takes some getting used to. And Gloria, I know you've said that you have a small phone, so that can make a difference too. Because depending on what you're typing on, it can be really hard. So, but we're just glad you're here. So, thanks.
Glad to have you.
And see, Tanya says, nice to have you. Diamond Music is welcoming you. So, kick back, relax, just enjoy being here. So, usually we have a whole lot to talk about. Okay, flip phone. Did I see that somewhere? Yeah, I did. Okay. Gloria says flip phone. Yeah, definitely hard to type on. Definitely. But we appreciate you being here. And I appreciate, like, you hanging around for, like, so many years. Because it's been a long time since I've done the radio show. Like, I don't even know. I'd have to go back and look. Like, I don't even know how long it's been. And Tanya says, hi, Diamond, and everyone. So,
hello.
So, yeah. Yeah. I am not, I'm sitting here trying to think. I may have to go look it up just to see how long it's been since I did the radio show. Because this may bug me. If I can even find out. Let's see. Dun, 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 dun. I've got to log in and stuff before it'll tell me. Let me go back in here to the chat while this page is loading. Gloria, I have nerve damage in my arms and legs. Typing is very difficult for me, so sorry, Gloria. And Tanya said, or use video voice to text instead of video or anything else in a lot of time. Yeah, video text is wonderful. Voice text. Why did I say video text?
I don't
I
know.
don't even know. So I'm looking in here. It's like, oh, I can't even believe my account is still current. Well, I mean, it's still live. You see. Oh, the privacy policy is, I don't need to email for help. I just want to know how long I've been here. Ah. All right, I'm just going to screen share this again just because it's easier, I think. Okay, so here we have the Blog Talk Radio thing and into my dashboard because I haven't been here in like forever. All time listens. Now we know that's a lie. Let's see. Episodes. Oh, going back to 2009. Are you kidding me? Oh, my stars. That's been longer than I thought. And then on up to 2018. Oh, that's where I uploaded some stuff from YouTube. Okay. Wow, 2009. So, yeah, Gloria, you'll have to do the math on that one.
She already did
it out. I go to all this trouble. And she's like, already got it. 10 years. Okay.
Mathematician.
Yeah. It was a podcast before podcasts were a thing. That's true. The podcasts were just coming up. Wow. That is a long time. Gosh. That was fun though. Candy says, I hear you, Tanya. Tanya says, I've been worried about Archer. Aw. He's been laying around more than normal, but we've been staying stuck in the house. Aw, that'll do it. Can you play fetch in the house?
Without breaking anything.
Tanya says, the vet said there's nothing wrong. Can a dog get depressed? I don't know.
Aww. Poor baby.
Uh-huh. And Tanya says, Stellar says, Tanya, is he eating like he usually does, interested in playing? And Candy says, Alexa tries to give me a hard time on my Echo 5 show with a camera. Can a dog get depressed? Any ideas to help him? I don't see why a dog can't get depressed, because if people can get depressed, then dogs can too, I would think. So, and Candy says, don't forget to hit the like button. So, thank you. Don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, Gloria, that has been a long time. Wow. 2009, that's incredible. Because I know you came on, or not on the show, but you started listening to the show like almost straight off the bat. Math, ooh, yuck.
You can say that again.
Oh, yeah.
Especially with statistics.
Oh, you're taking statistics?
And probability, yeah.
Good luck.
I'm gonna need it. I already have like 80 something in the class, so.
Hey, that is wonderful. Stellar, we have a math brain here.
Not really.
Stellar's my daughter, and she's a math brain. So she helped me with my college math, and she'd been out for a few years. So, yeah. She did really good. So it was nice having her help, because I would never have made it through without her. Statistics actually was my next thing that I have to take, so I'll just hit you up for help then. I'll be sending you messages on Twitter saying, Diamond Music, how do I do this? Help! So, and Candy, let's see, going back to the chat here. Tanya says, rather, let me get back up. She says, for a while we play fetch, and he's been eating fine. Good. Candy says, yes, they can try playing mind-stimulating games, like hiding treats throughout the house and have him find the treats.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, that'll be good. And let's see. Stellar says, Sam, may the odds be ever in your favor.
What about the evens? Where are they?
I think she's quoting Hunger Games there. That's what you're doing, right, Stellar? It's a Hunger Games. May the odds be in your favor thing. Tanya says we are shut in as there is COVID in our complex, so we've been asked to quarantine voluntarily. Oh, that's awful. And Stellar says calling me a math brain is a bit of an exaggeration. Aw. Oh, Beverly's here. So hi, Beverly.
Hello.
She says, Candy, I loved my Min Pin Ninny.
Aww.
That's so cool. And Candy says, I hate math. Sorry, Diamond and Stellar. I can't relate with you on math.
No worries.
Yeah, me either. I do not do math well. Gloria says it's been fun. Well, good, Gloria. You'll have to come back sometime. And Stellar says, hey, Beverly, I was talking about Minnie earlier. Tanya says, math is my nightmare. Yep. I feel you on that one. I really do. And let's see, what else? Tanya says, I prefer debate. I can see that with you. Do they even have debate teams now? Diamond, do they? Like, does your school have a debate team?
We have student government, if that counts.
No, it's not the same.
Then no.
No, okay. That's the debate team is where you would have different teams get together and you would prep up. You would be given a topic and you would be given so many minutes to prep up, and then you would argue the topic, pro or con.
Oh, then no, we don't.
Then we would have competitions to see who could basically argue the best.
Yeah, we don't have those at my school, even though we're like the top school of like Massachusetts.
That's cool. And Stellar says, LOL, Sam, may the evens be in your favor too.
Okay.
So you've got the odds and the evens. And Beverly says, Stellar loved Minnie and hi, Gail. And Gloria says, ciao. So I guess you're going. So, okay. Bye, Gloria. Thank you for coming
Gloria.
in. Tanya says, hi, Beverly. I'm going to go now for getting a headache. Aw, I'm sorry. I hope you feel better. Stellar says, feel better, Tanya. If I think of anything for Archer, I'll PM you. See, Tanya had it in high school. So maybe we just need to move some things from the past to the high school now because debate was fun.
Yeah.
It also counted for part of the English credits, which was nice. Beverly says she used to have a cheat sheet, a formula for any standardized math test. Really helped back in the day.
Yeah. They still use those, but it's like all online now, so.
Yeah. I've had those. My problem is the letters and numbers. It's called dyscalculia, and the letters and numbers get all out of whack. So,
yeah.
So I'll see a column and it'll say like 330, and then my mind may translate that into 333 because of all the threes,
Yeah.
or 3,000 because of all the zeros.
Right.
So it's just weird. Candy Dewey Service Dog says her Candy has a double coat. However, she doesn't shed, although she needs a good brushing several times a week. Okay. Yeah, I can see that. And Tanya says, thanks, everyone. No, thank you, Tanya. And Stellar says that she was telling everyone about Minnie being John's replacement. I don't think anything could ever replace John. And Candy and Stellar saying bye to Gloria. Stellar's asking, Sam, is school IRL for you or virtual?
So at my school, we do a little 2 weeks at home and 2 weeks in like our trade that we're learning. So in my case, it's culinary arts. But since with the whole pandemic thing, we only go into our trade only 1 week a month.
The pandemic's really messed some things up.
We're just hoping that we can have a graduation this year. They had one last year, but it was like late. So.
Well, I hope you can. Hopefully by May, a lot of people will have the vaccines.
Hopefully, yeah.
By then. So that's got to help. So, oh shoot, it's Gloria. Gloria already left, didn't she? Did she say goodbye? I think she said goodbye. I was going to give. Well, I'll go ahead and give everybody an update. Anyway, I'm in a clinical trial for a vaccine. You probably see me tweeting about that.
Yep.
So I had my second shot because I've like told everybody that I'll keep everybody updated because I'm getting lots of questions. So I had my second shot this week and no problems, no concerns, nothing. So I am kind of worried that I might have gotten the placebo and not the actual vaccine, but time will tell. And I thought I was going to get the results of the antibody test, but they're not sharing them. So what's going on is Novavax is now applying for some kind of cross-blinded study where if you've had the shots, then they're trying to get to where they can open it up and you'll come back in for more shots so that so that the people who got the actual vaccine this time will get the placebo, and the people who got the placebo will get the actual vaccine. But they won't know who's had what until after the conclusion, unless something happens, and then they can still unblind you at any time. But that means you drop out of the study. But if they do that, I'm probably going to stick with it and go for the double blind, because that means at some point, whether, in a couple of months or a couple of months ago, at some point I will have had the actual vaccine. And I feel like just the way things are going, that's probably going to be a lot faster than waiting on the state of Tennessee.
Right.
Because they're moving very, very slowly. So, yeah. So that's my big update that I've been driving the world crazy on Twitter about. Or at least driving you crazy on Twitter about it.
It's fine. I get a lot of crazy stuff on Twitter.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's part of what Twitter's for, though, is just crazy stuff. But there's still some good information out there. Yeah. So I like it for the weather alerts because I've got the local National Weather Services for my local area. I followed them on Twitter because I found out that it's faster to get the tweet from them than it is to wait for the news media to pick it up a few minutes later. And like if you're doing a tornado warning or something like that, that minute or two, that can make a difference. So, yeah. So going back to the chat here, Candy says, She has a down layer, and her top coat feels like human hair. Aw, cool. And Candy says that she is praying for you, Diamond.
Thank you.
So there you go. And Stellar says, gotcha. Does that make it harder to learn your trade?
It does, yes, because practically we're losing a week of experience/training.
That would be tough. So, do they have you watch like lots of YouTube videos and try to emulate them in the meantime?
We basically like read a passage of like a certain topic, and we have to answer questions along with it. And I feel like it doesn't help at all. Because some kids like to work hands on and not like visually.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, I'm like that. I like the tactile hands on because it helps me remember things better.
yeah. Some
Yeah.
of the stuff that's like in my room a bit are like handmade when I was like a freshman during my high school year.
Good for you.
I think I have something homemade under, not homemade, handmade underneath my desk.
That's good to make things. Oh, and Candy's saying, can you do Zoom meetings? So, like, do you
Yes.
have Zoom meetings and study groups and stuff?
Yeah.
That's neat.
But this box I made was actually during my freshman year,
Wow. That looks great.
as well as the cover as well.
Now, how did you do the cover?
I don't remember, but I think I made this like whole entire box in the carpentry shop that we have.
Wow. That looks great. So
Thank you.
is the cover, did you do that with a laser, do you remember?
Um,
Or did
they
you paint it or
I painted it after the template was drilled into the cover by itself. Um, and the imprint was done with a machine.
nice. That's pretty cool.
Thank you.
Stellar's saying it looks like you did a great job on it.
Thank you.
And Candy is saying that's neat, Diamond.
Thank you so much.
So yeah. So did I saw that you're opening a business?
Yes.
Okay. You want to talk about that for a minute?
So, as me and my mom are getting back to our normal lives, I thought I would help her out a bit and open up just like a small business to help both me and her in the long run, basically. So it took me some time to think about it. It even took me time during my 1 week time in my trade. um,
Okay.
and most of my teachers were saying, you should open up like small business and get some money. I'm like, that could work with all the personal issues that we're dealing with. So
Sure.
small business is open. I can do art requests, profile pictures, logos, you name it, I do it.
That is great.
Thank you.
That is great. So hopefully lots of people will call you.
Right.
So keep putting it out on Twitter.
I put it out on all my social media platforms.
Now, are you on Instagram too?
Yes, I followed your service dog fundraiser.
Oh, thank you.
No
Thank
problem.
you. I'm going to see if I can follow you back. I actually have two. One's the fundraiser, and then one's for general stuff.
I think I'm
That
following
way.
both of them. I'm not entirely sure.
Okay.
I would have to
Real
look
quick.
again.
Okay, well, I'm following you. Let's see. Oh, that's my main account. I'll follow you from Service Dog Fundraiser in just a little bit. Because I'm looking at the computer here and I'm doing it from the computer. And it's a lot harder to. Instagram is hard on the computer to like switch back and forth between accounts and stuff.
Yeah, it's difficult.
So, it's not too bad on the phone though.
Right.
So, okay. So I've got you from my main account. So I'll put you out in the stories too once you post something about your business.
Right.
So, and Candy is applauding. She says that's wonderful, Diamond.
Thank you so much.
She says that's neat, Diamond. Let's see. Okay, Stellar says looks like you did a great job on it. And Stellar also says, do you have a website or anything yet for your business?
I don't necessarily have a website made just yet. I'm in the process of doing that. But I'm like posting it on Twitter and my social medias with like a link that you can follow to fill out a form.
And you may not need a website with Instagram and so forth.
Right.
So you've got a while yet before you have to worry about that, I think. For a
Yeah.
while. Because, like, I have an Etsy shop, but I have the Instagram shop, and I've made no sales on my jewelry off of Etsy. Everything has come from Instagram. And I really feel like it would be that way too if I had a website just with my jewelry because there's so much traffic already on Instagram.
Right.
You know, people are already looking for those hashtags. So, yeah. But I hope that does well. I think that's exciting.
Thank you so much.
I always have a hard time deciding how much to charge for my work, so I hope you have a better time with that than I do. And Stellar's saying, I'll follow you on Instagram if you're good with that.
Yeah, I'm totally perfect with that.
Yeah. She actually helps with my Instagram for the fundraiser.
Ah.
Uh-oh. Candy says that her arm has a soft lump on it. I'll see my doctor in a couple of weeks. I believe that it's from all the overuse in packing. I can see that. Yeah. Yeah. You take care of that, though. And I will put you down for prayer for tomorrow. And I'll pray for you tonight, too, that your arm will get well and get to feeling better quickly. So I'm going to write this down, though, so I don't forget it. There you go. And Tanya, I've got Archer down, by the way, on the list for. I know the prayer service is tomorrow, but I've still got him down. And Tanya says, I'm praying for all of you. Thank you, Tanya.
Thank you.
Oh, and Candy's saying, Candy's an artist, by the way. So you've got a lot of art supporters here. And Candy says that she gets more requests on her Facebook business account for her artwork. So that's a possibility for you too. Are you back in the apartment yet, Candy? No. Monday. Oh, Tanya says she thinks he's bored. That's Archer. Have you tried? Is there a TV show that he likes? Because we used to do that sometimes for Tomlin. Like he liked anything that was like Angry Birds. He loved Angry Birds. anything that had another dog in it, like Milo and Otis, he liked that because it's a dog and a cat. We just had to like watch him when the cat was on. Trying to think what else he liked. Oh, there was a YouTube video. There's a bunch of them just with aquariums. And so we would sometimes just play a video, and all it was like fish. And he used to like stare at it.
Oh, I love those.
Yeah.
Those types of videos help me sleep often.
There are some killer sleep videos on YouTube.
There is.
And so Tanya, Candy says she's going to PM you with some ideas. And Tanya's saying that you have beautiful artwork, Candy. Candy agrees with something. Tanya says she's been painting her ceramics. Aw, he ignores television. I was so close, too. Sorry. I just knew we had it. Just knew. She said he keeps ringing the bell to go play in the snow.
Aww.
Yeah, I can relate with that one. Oh, Stellar Piper said he liked Bolt, the Minions, and National Park Wolf videos. He did.
Yep.
He did. And he would get so mad at me because sometimes I would say, okay, Google. And then I would say, what sound does a husky make? So Google would do the with a husky sound, and he would just stop and he would look around like, where is that dog? I'm going to get that dog. Where is that dog? Kenny the Wee Service Dog says that Candy likes cat toys like the feather on a stick, and she says Candy loves it. Aw. I bet that would be fun to see. You should make a video of that someday, because that might be fun.
Yeah. I actually used to have 2 cats when I was younger, and I would always like to play around with them. But one of them was not a big fan of me.
Oh? That's sad. I'm sorry.
Not your fault.
No, but it's
Yes.
sad. But there are animals that have bad taste.
Mm-hmm.
The animals with good taste would automatically like you. So obviously your
Yeah.
cat didn't have good taste. That's what I'm saying. Bad cat. Bad cat. And then Kenny says, that's great, Tanya. Love your ceramics. And Tanya says he loves anything that makes noise. Aw. Yes, he was. Stellar said he was also confused by my laptop webcam. He was. Our dog was very vain. The videos that he preferred was of himself.
Aww.
And so, like, we have this picture of him, and he's staring at the laptop.
Who's
But
that?
he would do that with hers, too. Yeah. Yeah, he was so funny. But yeah, he would stare into Allie's computer, too. And we have Fairyana Vlogs here. Hi, Fairyana. How are you? So I was just fixing to go here in a few minutes. I usually try to just be here about an hour. So I'm going to go shortly. And let's see, Candy the Wee Service Dog says, I plan to post it on Candy's Facebook page. Candy has 116 followers. She has more followers than on my page.
Aww.
That is not fair. Antonia says, hi, Fairy. Okay, everybody's saying hi to Fairyana. So, hi. Oh, you're home alone. No kids, no husband. That's spa night. Do the mask, do the nails. Yeah. And just relax. And Fairyana had this solution to my problem on my Facebook page where I said, Snow is in the forecast again. Does anybody know where I can get 16 huskies in a sled? So she offered up a rescue dog and a pallet. And well, I can't remember now. There's three things. So let's see. I'm looking for it. A rescue dog, a nail gun, and a few pallets of wood is what it was. But I wasn't thinking. One of my friends that's in Willow said that she actually knows where I could get a good deal on 16 huskies and a sled.
Wow.
I'm like, Willow is the mushing capital of the world. Literally, that's like their claim to fame because it's Willow, Alaska, and that's where the Iditarod starts, and so mushing capital.
I have my little service dog right
Yep.
here.
Aw. It's a stuffed chihuahua. How cute. There you go. Yep. But Fairy and I did have to just absolutely chuckle when I saw that. That and when the friend of mine said, well, yes, actually I do.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Except they're all getting ready for the Iditarod, so they'll be here soon. And they've changed it. COVID has even impacted the Iditarod. There's like nothing that it has not impacted.
Right.
So now what they're doing is they usually start in Willow, Alaska, and then end in Nome, Alaska, because there's this the National Historic Iditarod Trail is part of what this commemorates. And when they did the serum run, they actually used the Iditarod Historic Trail for the serum run. It was already in existence, so they used that. So usually it goes from Willow, Alaska to Nome, Alaska, and this year they're doing a loop. So they're starting and stopping in Willow, Alaska, and not going to all the villages. The length is about the same, but they're just not going to all the villages, so they're not exposing the villages that are further out to people who potentially have COVID. Because if they got COVID and they're in an outlying village, then there's a potential problem and a potential for another Nome. Because what do you do if you have an entire outlying village, that gets caught with COVID? So that's going to protect some of those outlying villages.
Right.
So, but still, it's like, and some of those villages rely on the Iditarod money to carry them through because of people coming in and like they say, you can't get even people are renting their houses in Nome. So just to handle the influx from the Iditarod. So like all of that money that would be going normally being pumped into these communities is not going to be there. So, but it's better safe than sorry. So, and that actually, that starts on Saturday, the 6th of March. So, yeah. Stellar says it starts March 7, right? No, it starts on the 6th. The ceremonial start is on the 6th, and they're still doing that, but the official beginning is, yes. So, yes, you're right. So, yeah. Because what they do is they do 2 starts. One is in Anchorage because, like, all the reporters can get to Anchorage. And then the other one, the official start is in Willow. So, hi, Jenny.
Hello.
Jenny Johnson is saying that we may need those sled dogs by morning. Yep. Marianne is calling for 3 inches here or more. Yeah, we'll have a few. Although 3 inches for you probably, Sam, is nothing, right? 3 inches of snow.
Nothing.
Do they like shut down schools, and school buses don't run, and people make runs at the grocery store if there's like 3 inches of snow predicted?
Even if it's like still 3 inches of snow predicted on a day, people would just like walk next to the sidewalk, not like in the middle of the street. But yeah, school buses would be like canceled and all that.
Oh, for three, I didn't know, because I know you're a little further north, and sometimes it makes a difference. Um, I had a friend in Montana, and we would talk about 3 inches of snow, and he'd be like, "Just keep on talking, just don't." So, Beverly says on Twitter, New Jersey has set up an alert for when vaccine appointments become available. Good, good. See, there are some good things about Twitter. It just gets a bad rap. Oh, she's getting 6 inches of snow. Oh,
Mm,
wow.
that doesn't go away in like
80,
2 days, then yeah, no school for 2 days.
no school for 2 days. Wow. Okay. And ADHY Scorpio is in. So, hi and welcome. Don't have any idea what that means. So, we'll skip. Stiller says hi to Scorpio. Fariana says our small town is in country and we lack resources for COVID testing and stuff. Yeah, well, I'm really glad that Walgreens and CVS and places are offering that. Refresh, connect, refresh host. Don't know what that is. Scorpio,
He's probably having internet issues.
he's saying connect, guys. Okay. And Candy says, I missed the sayings you had over Tomlin on your YouTube channel. It made me laugh. Are you going to do it with your new service dog? Probably. I think that's the number one thing that I hear is that Tomlin's sayings made people laugh, and like, where is he? Or I'll get an email saying you stop putting the cute service dog on the end of the videos, and I'm like, aw, which makes me feel bad, but I had to. So, but yeah, I'll go back to doing that whenever I get the new service dog and can tell the personality and so forth. But yeah, because what I did, Sam, he was really kind of a smart aleck with his personality, so that would show through on the videos. So I would say something, and sometimes he would just give me a look. So I put the little caption above his head or around somewhere as far as like what he was thinking and stuff. But yeah. Farian is suggesting ADHY try going out and back in. There we go. Stellar's pointing out live stream chat. Okay. Thank you, Fariana. I have not even mentioned that once, I don't think, but thank you. Or but once. I think Tanya, somebody might have mentioned it once. Candy. And Candy says that would be great. Yeah, because people keep asking. They'll see like an older video where he'll be like on the end of it, or he'll be, you know, he'll be him. So I'll get the message. So yeah. So that's a definite. Hey, we have White Two Pack in the house.
Hello.
Hey, White Two Pack. How are you? We're always glad to see White Two Pack. Yay. So, White Two Pack, how is life? We were talking about snow. I bet you could write a book on snow. We've talked about snow and sled dogs. He's from a little further up north than the U.S.
Ah.
White Two Pack, I'm not blue, I'm not cool. Okay. All right. But it's good to see you. Really, how much is lots? I got to ask. Is lots 3 inches, 6 inches, or a foot? Tell me what lots is. Because I can't wait to hear this. Because with him being up in Canada, he's going to get, I guess you get slammed with snow. He's probably doing 6 live streams at the same time. So, oh well. I've got a picture from 2020 I'm going to have to drag out at some point. And it's my other daughter, the one that shares your name. When we went to Alaska last year, the snow plows come by with the snow, and so they pushed it up, and it's like way up above her head. And so she's standing like this, and she's got this huge pile of snow behind her. Oh, he says, sure enough, he uploaded a video of it. I've got to check that. I don't think I've seen that one. I try to get to your channel to watch your videos when they don't disappear. How many inches Tupac? And Tupac says, I'm not sure, it's because it snowed like 3 days.
Aw.
Yeah, but his 3 days of snow is like our entire year. So I've got to go look at it and see. Yeah, Kenny says, wow, Tupac, yeah. But you got to remember, he's in Canada, so he's going to laugh at us for fussing about 3 inches. 2 and 3 inches of snow is nothing, right?
Right.
So, yeah. So, and White Tupac says, I meant because I'd been here for years, LOL, and no wrench, LOL, but all good. It's cause trolls made account of me. Okay. Well, I can fix that about you come in and then you leave sometimes. So you actually, sometimes you just pop in and it's not been enough for me to actually hit the button. But White Tupac, you've got it now. So I tossed you a wrench. We've got him. Definitely do, Beverly. She says, please pray for my brother, sister-in-law, and her mother with COVID and complications. Yes. We definitely are.
Well.
We've got him down. Oh, and that's Gloria again. Okay, Gloria, I got you. Well, if we don't worry about it. Oh, wait a minute, there's another one too. Okay. Gloria got out of the chat and now she can't find us to get back in, so she just messaged me. It's okay.
Poor Gloria.
It's okay. And White says, yeah, next week's supposed to be super cool. And Stellar says, White, you're cool now. Stellar says, yes, we're definitely praying, Beverly. Definitely. And White says, thanks. I just don't want troll account of me coming in here and messing with you. I love you. Well, don't worry. Don't worry. If a troll comes in, we know how to show the troll the door and kick them out and all kinds of stuff. So I've been dealing with trolls since long as I've been online, off and on. So I've been online since like 1995. So I've dealt with a few trolls.
I've actually dealt with a few trolls myself in other couple of streams.
Yeah. But we don't usually have trolls. we get a few, but we don't usually have them like some channels do. I was in one stream the other day. It was just like troll after troll after troll, and I'm like, I'm going. And they were like, "No, you don't have to go." And I'm like, "Yeah."
Funny enough, when I was monitoring a stream like secretly, because sometimes I don't like chat, um, a troll came in trying to be me, and I'm like, "You serious? They know you're not the real me because I have a wrench near my name."
Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Well, there's another Gail Crabtree on YouTube, and it's not me. And so I've like turned it in for an imposter account, and like nothing happened. So
Do I need to throw hands with someone?
I didn't see that. What?
Do I need to throw hands with someone who's trying to
Oh, yeah.
impersonate you?
No. If YouTube can't fix it, yeah. And yes, Beverly, we're definitely praying. I have them on my magic list. But yeah, don't worry. And White Tupac says cold. I meant gotcha. Fariana says, you got fans when someone makes a troll account of you. LOL. See, there you go. There you go. And Candy says, yes, we do. And White Tupac says, 1995. And he sounds surprised. Yeah, 1995. I've had chat rooms and forums and things online since then. My website actually went up in 96, my first website. Back, and this is before there were templates and things like Dreamweaver, if that's still a thing. I don't know. That was back when we had to write every word, had to write code for like everything on there. So I became well versed in HTTP:// and it would drive me crazy because I would get the page written and then I would pull it up and I would look at the page and half of it would be gone because I would do something like leave out a colon or a semicolon or a quotation mark, and I would spend the next several hours trying to find my mistake. So, been online since those days. And all I can say is thank goodness for being able to buy things now. Aw. Which one's this?
Polar bear.
Aw. That's cute. Does Polar Bear have a name?
Not yet.
You'll have to come up with one. And Fariana says she gets trolls, but to be fair, she wasn't nice to some people and I kind of deserve it. I don't think anybody deserves a troll. Just saying. And Stellar says, nah, Sam, not worth the effort. We'll let YouTube take care of it. Oh my gosh. Fariana says, I miss the original MySpace. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. And see, Sam's probably sitting here going, my who?
Yep. Just smiling away. Like, what?
MySpace predated Facebook. And it was cool. It was a lot of music.
Okay.
Every musician and artist was on MySpace. And it was great. And it's still here, but it's not like a thing. Like MySpace used to be Facebook as far as like that's where everybody went, that's what everybody talked about. And then so Facebook kind of nudged MySpace out, which is kind of sad.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. I was on MySpace too. I can't believe you even brought that up. That's like a blast from the past.
Nostalgia.
Yeah. But you should take a few minutes sometime and just like go
Check it
check
out.
it out. And it's still like music and trailers and stuff, but it's not as like social media connections and stuff like it used to be. So, but yeah, I mean, there's some neat stuff on there. Like if you look now, you're probably going to see a bunch of like Super Bowl stuff and whatnot. Yeah, Stellar's saying it was one of the first social media networks.
Ah,
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, Fariana, you nailed it. Yeah. But yeah, Sam, you're going to have to go check it out. And like they have videos and music now and stuff. So,
I'll
whereas
definitely check it out.
before, yeah, whereas before it was like people were making their own stuff and whatnot. Now it's not like that. Now it's like all pros. And you don't really connect too much. Yeah. Mariana said she was on Vampire Freaks too, but it turned into a dating site.
Ah,
That's not cool. Well, I mean, Snapchat was originally conceived as a way to communicate with members of the opposite sex and have those messages disappear.
yeah.
So, does Vampire Freaks though? I have to ask: is anybody know like do they still sell like clothes and stuff? Because they did at one point when I was looking at it. They had like a little store. Of course, if it's gone dating, then it may have just there's may just be selling dating stuff. I don't know. I was just curious. Fariana says she was goth and has no clue. Yeah, I'll check it out later, just for the nostalgic sake. Yeah. I really didn't do anything with it, but I was sent that link. I don't know, a couple of years ago. It's been a little while, but we're putting Sam to sleep.
No, 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 no. I just
He's
had like a long day.
secretly streaming YouTube sleep videos in the background.
No,
That's what she's doing.
no.
I know you're not.
I've attended so many live streams today that I'm just like tired, and I gotta attend one more after this one.
Oh wow,
Basically,
wow.
it's like a community game night
Yes.
with a couple of my friends, and they're streaming it. And I told them that I was gonna be a little late, so they were perfectly
Okay.
fine with that.
Well, usually we just stay online an hour, but we've kind of gone over that. So,
I don't need a nap. Tomorrow's my lazy day.
well, I'll need a nap. I'll need one tomorrow. Let's see, I'm actually live streaming with someone about being on Tuesday on overcoming the obstacles.
Mm,
And I've got a ton of editing to do because I just went out of town this week. So that's generated quite a bit of footage. Part of it, I think I'm just going to do on Instagram and not use the footage, but just use photos.
yeah.
Like we were at a park and I was filming, and then this homeless group that was off to the side started like yelling and stuff. So obviously, I don't want to use that.
Yeah.
So,
Understandable.
yeah. Stellar says game night sounds fun. Yeah. She says, y'all, I wake up some days needing a nap. Yep. Well, I'm agreeing. I'm saying true, she does. So, yes. Yes, yes, yes. But y'all, I think that we can go ahead and go, and that way you can get to the other live stream. And thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having
I
me.
was so tickled when you were like, I want to do this. And I was like, really? You couldn't hear me go, really? But yay. So thank you.
I'm always
And
a
I'm glad to
pleasure.
hear. I'm glad to hear that things are going better.
Thank you.
I hope they continue to get better. We're just going to plan on it.
All we
So
can do is
yeah,
pray that it keeps going in the correct path. That's all we can do.
Well, we have to pray, which is part of doing our part, which is, putting it in God's hands. But the other part is, we also have to work like crazy and do our part.
Right.
And then God will work in those efforts.
Right.
Okay, and Candy says she's got to get back to packing, and everyone have a great weekend.
You
You
too.
too, Candy. You too. So thank you all for coming out tonight. I hope you have a wonderful week. I'll see you on a couple of videos this week, and then I'm not sure if I'm going to do a live stream Saturday or a premiere, but we'll see. I'm going to be doing some more premieres, but still going to do some live streams too. But most of them for a little while are going to be premieres. So as far as Saturday night goes, and on a premiere, just to remind you, the video's playing, but we can still be in the chat room connecting. So you'll have to come join us for that. So, and Fariana says, "Bye all, happy Super Bowl." Yay! Happy
Happy
Super
Super
Bowl to you
Bowl.
too. You all take care, and I will see you Saturday. And then, like I said, a couple of videos during the week. And have a great week. And remember, it is always hashtag be bodacious. Do not let life get in the way of living. So, thank you all.